And this is the game. Each point of content is a way to help build your relationship with your audience. So stands to reason that the more content you have, the more you're just going to be able to build stronger and stronger relationships with your audience. In the Snyder Cut movement, it was drawn out over years and years, plus lots of bonus content leading up to Batman v Superman and Justice League. That first phase of DCEU. They did that basically to catch up to the MCU because the MCU obviously could take their time within each movie to build both the story they're telling, but also the world building. Each movie is an entry to help build your world, and with the MCU, a lot of people forget this. It really didn't connect at all until I believe Captain America, when the movie literally had Tony Stark's dad and the Norse mythology stuff from Thor. So when the Avengers came out, it wasn't like, which really like narratively, even the act structure is weird. It was like 5 arcs of just one thing leading to another, and then the whole point of that was just connecting all of these movies into that Avengers money shot. Wait, where am I going with this? Yeah, so Snyder Cut, they were pretty much doing world building at the time. They produced a lot of these behind the scenes content and featurettes, and even this mostly forgotten comic book about Henry Cavill's Superman pretty much saving people as a way to like say sorry because of what happened in Man of Steel. So that was a lot of content in the Snyder Cut camp. In the Stranger Things camp, yeah, it's mainly been just the episodes over the years. Each season is like 8 episodes, so it's like 8 hours. And to me, it's not just the fact that these episodes exist and there's that baseline. But I assume for most people, they're gonna watch the whole series of Stranger Things just once. But there are gonna be people who are gonna be way much more invested in this, where Season 1 comes out, they binge the whole thing. Season 2 comes out, they binge Season 1 and then Season 2. And so it's sort of like this Stranger Things put itself into the marathonable, TV shows like Breaking Bad and obviously The Lord of the Rings and trilogy and the Star Wars saga. And one of the reasons why Star Wars is the way that it is, even in spite of all the bad shit that's been coming out, objectively bad, by the way, I'm gonna fight you with that. It's the fact that we've mostly watched Star Wars as a trilogy every single time. And it's the same thing with The Lord of the Rings. So rather than just watching one movie every now and then, we watch the whole thing, and that's a lot of content, we watch, and it just builds the relationship. It deepens it. It deepens what was already there, and it builds what isn't there. But all of that is nothing if what we're buying into isn't good to begin with. Which brings us to the fact that the conspiracies in both cases, conspiracies are good, man.